Hi everyone, welcome back. In this next video, I'm now going to do what I did in the last video with drum programming, but this time doing it with a keyboard. So to make this video, I have hooked up an M Audio MIDI keyboard, but the brand doesn't really matter. What matters is that it has keys. You could also do it with pads, but I'm using a keyboard. So C1, let me double click on the clip here. Actually, you know what? I'll create a new clip. So C1 on the keyboard, the lowest C if the octave selectors are neutral, is a kick drum. You can see it down here. You can hear it. D1 is the snare. Once again, there's some alternatives to the snares there. Hi-hats live here. F sharp, G sharp, in this case is a snap. Sometimes it's a hi-hat. And an open hi-hat is in A sharp or B flat. And the rest are other sounds which we can use. The tempo is at 77 because the last thing I played was my hip-hop kind of beat. So if I hit play here, as I did in the setup in the last video, we're at 128 now. So this time I'm going to be recording a clip using the keyboard instead of programming it with the mouse. And here's how that's going to work. I'm going to hit stop here. So here's what we do. We get our click going. That's our metronome there. It's set to 128 BPM. Oh, and by the way, if you find it difficult to record at tempo, you can always slow it down and speed it up later. But just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to be recording at the tempo. So what I'm going to do is just do a little practice warm-up. Hit play. Notice how here I've got this record arm button pressed, which means anything I play on my keyboard is going to that drum kit. If I arm this one, then anything I play is going to this drum kit, the Moonlight kit. But I want to record on this clip. So to do a 4 on the floor, I've got my metronome on, I'm going to hit play, and I'm just going to do a practice run. And by the way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing it in layers. I could try doing it all at once, but I just want to show you how to do it in layers using the MIDI overdub function. So there's my tempo, and I'm just going to try playing along. And you can hear my timing's not perfect. That's okay because it's going to give me a good opportunity to talk about quantization. So here we go. I'm going to record my first layer, which is just going to be kick drums. 4 on the floor means 1 kick drum on every quarter note. So when I'm ready, as you probably know, when you hit the record button here, it'll start recording at the beginning of the next bar because of this global quantization here, 1 bar. So here we go, ready? I'll click it now, 3, 4. And then I hit the play button with the mouse as I was at the end there, and it started playing, which is one of the cool features. It's called Ableton Live because this is made for live looping. So as you can see here, my timing's not great. Part of that comes down to my skill as a musician, and part of it comes down to there's some latency with the screencasting driver, or whatever is the right word there. So you can hear that each kick is just a little bit late, and that's okay. So because we're going to fix that. One thing you could do, of course, is click on each note and physically drag it back into place. But I want to use quantization. So quantization is when you align the hits that you've made to the nearest relevant grid line. The shortcut for quantization in Ableton is Command U. So first of all, I'm going to select the notes I want to quantize, and if I just hit Command U straight off the bat, it's going to align them with the nearest grid line, which in this case should be the right ones, the quarter notes. Let's just push that Command U, and there it did it. So now they're perfectly in time. But I'm going to do Command Z, undo, because I want to go into a little bit more detail here. First of all, to get the quantization options, they're going to show up down here. Command Shift U. Command Shift U here in the transform box. You can see it's a whole series of things, but Command Shift U will bring up the quantize options. And again, you can see here, if I have it selected to grid, it will line up the start of the notes to the closest grid. But let's say I'd clicked here 30-second notes, and you can see here I'm on a 30-second note grid. Actually, my playing wasn't too far off, so it would be okay. But if I go into 1/64ths, you can see here, if I go to grid, if I pressed Command U to the grid, they're off now. If I zoom out, you can see they're off because the grid was not locked in. So one of the things you could do here is either set your grid to quarter notes in this case, because it's each kick drum is on the quarter note, or you could have your grid just set to be adaptable, and then over here click quarter notes, and then look at that, it locked them in there. Also with the kick drums, you definitely want the kick drums exactly on the beat, but to add an element of humanness to it, you could like maybe not to the kick drums, but to other parts, you could adjust the amount, which is how much it will quantize. I'm going to leave it on 100% now. Okay, my next part. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to show you. Let me delete that. If you don't want to quantize later, if you just want it locked in with quantization, if you go to your edit menu up the top here, edit, you can't see the edit, but just trust me, it says edit there, and bring down here, you've got here, here it is down the bottom, record quantization, and you can just set it so it will quantize as you play. If you're pretty good at playing, you can leave it at 16th note. If you don't trust yourself, you can go to quarter note. For our purposes, don't use 16th note triplets or 16th note and triplets. Just roll with 16th notes. Or as I said, I'm going to make sure I'm going to set it to quarter notes first. And this time it means that everything I play for the kick drums is going to be locked in. So once again, I'll start to get my tempo first. If you just hit record straight off the bat, you're going to miss that first bar. So here, got that going. 1, 2, here I go. You might have heard I didn't play it exactly in time, but look at that, it's locked in. Now I want to add my snares on, I'll do the clap on beat 2 and 4 of the bar, what we call the backbeat. So here's what it should sound like. So to record that, and again, it's on quarter note, so I can just leave it. We don't use this record button. This record button's disappeared. Here's the record button we use. If I hold my mouse over that, down the bottom here, it's going to show you that that is indeed the session record button. Toggles between playback and overdub recording for currently playing clips on armed tracks. What that means is when this track is armed, when this clip is playing, when I hit this, see how that's red now? That means that I will be overdubbing onto this clip. So I'm just going to play my clap, which is on D sharp 1 in the right place. So just do a practice. I'm ready. Here we go. Ready? Click that. 2, 3, 4, 1. Locked in. Now I want to do my hi-hats. Let's see, should I do... Those are 8th notes, or maybe I want to do... Now, of course, if I don't set up the quantizing, here's what's going to happen. Watch this. 1, 2, here we go. I played them all, but it quantized them to quarter notes. So what I'm going to do is Command Z, get rid of that, go back over here to my edit menu, and quantize 16th notes. Okay, let's see how I go. I might not play it really well, but this is where we can do like a hybrid version where I could use the mouse and a combination of mouse and keyboard. I'm just going to fix my grid to 16th notes. It doesn't make a difference because I've set the quantizing. But anyway, here we go. My button is pressed. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not bad. The levels of velocity aren't exactly right. So now, if I wanted to add the swing like I did in the previous one, what I could do is, again, use Shift to select every even numbered 16th note. And again, just like before, I can just bring them over a little bit. Oh, I should probably shorten them because as you saw there, they cut off the odd numbered ones if I run into them. So I'll just bring the swing over there a little bit. Oh, by the way, at this point, I can turn that off. Now you can see for a 4 on the floor, it might actually be easier just to do it in by mouse, but I just wanted to show you the quantization feature. For a hip hop kind of groove, and I'll just press here to get the tempo back to where I want it. This can be really fun because you might you know, be tapping along the desk to yourself and thinking, oh, there's a cool groove. Boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. And you might be thinking, oh, I just want to record that, because to go down here with the mouse and say boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, it might be hard to find those 16th notes where you want to put the kit straight away. So instead, what you can do is get the click going, and I'll sing it to myself. Boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom. I'll try and play it. Boom, ka. And I might get it right, I might get it close. We'll see what happens. I'm on 16th note quantization. So again, I've got the metronome going. I'll do a practice run, and then I'll try and record it. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, here we go, and so you can see by using the record quantization and a keyboard, I was able to get that idea into Ableton much quicker than using the mouse. And similarly with the hi-hats, I could record a pattern in really quickly. I could start with maybe something like this. And here I'm just going hard, soft, hard, soft. I'll show you what I mean. I'll do the recording. Here we go. And you can see very clearly I did the hard, soft, hard, soft. I'll turn the click off there. Or maybe I want to try something. I'll just Command Z, get rid of that. Maybe I want to try something with open hi-hat. So let's see how that sounds. Get my overdub going. Here we go. And, you know, I could probably try see what it sounds like to put another hi-hat in there, and so on. And it's just a very quick and easy way of getting ideas in. Similarly, you can look for some other sounds. There's a rim. Oh, there's a rim and a pop, so maybe I could try something like this. And I'll just, get that idea going. Here we go. And so you can see it's a very quick and easy way of getting ideas in there. Hopefully that's helpful for you. See how you go. Thanks a lot.